Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping Jurassic World, Dominion, directed by Colin Trevorrow. 4 years after the cataclysmic events at the Lockwood Estate and the eruption of Isla Nublar, dinosaurs now freely roam Earth, creating a world where humans must learn to coexist with once extinct prehistoric creatures. Governments and organizations scramble to manage the new ecological balance. Amid the global chaos, Biosyn Genetics, led by ambitious CEO Dr. Lewis Dodgson, played by Campbell Scott, has secured government contracts to house dinosaurs in a remote sanctuary located in the Dolomite Mountains of Italy. While Biosyn claims to be conducting pharmaceutical research using dinosaur DNA, their real motives are far more sinister. In the Sierra Nevada mountains, Claire Deering, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, and Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, live off the grid, raising Maisie Lockwood, played by Isabella Sermon, the genetically engineered granddaughter of Benjamin Lockwood. Maisie, now 14, struggles with the restrictions of her hidden life and longs for identity and freedom. When she discovers she's a clone of Charlotte Lockwood, who genetically engineered her to prevent a fatal inherited disease, Maisie's sense of self is shaken. The family is visited by Blue, Owen's highly intelligent velociraptor, who has surprisingly reproduced asexually. Maisie names the hatchling Beta, reinforcing the bond between humans and dinosaurs. But both Maisie and Beta are soon kidnapped by mercenaries under Biosyn's orders, setting off a global rescue mission. Simultaneously, a plague of giant transgenic locusts begins devouring crops across the U.S., sparing only those grown with Biosyn seeds. Dr. Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern, now divorced and continuing her environmental work, begins investigating. She suspects Biosyn is behind the crisis and reaches out to Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, who has retreated into academic isolation. They team up, rekindling not only their professional partnership, but also their dormant romantic connection. Ellie is tipped off by Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, now working at Biosyn as a lecturer, seemingly a sellout but secretly aiding whistleblower Ramsey Cole, played by Mamoudou Athie, the company's idealistic communications director. Together, they plan to infiltrate Biosyn's labs and expose the company's genetic tampering. Meanwhile, Claire and Owen trace Maisie's captors to Malta, where they uncover a black market dinosaur trade. In a chaotic chase sequence, they battle poachers, avoid Atrociraptors, and join forces with Kayla Watts, played by DeWanda Wise, a fearless cargo pilot with ties to Biosyn's transport network. Moved by their cause, Kayla flies them into Biosyn airspace, only for their plane to be attacked by a Quetzalcoatlus, forcing a crash landing. As Claire survives a solo fall into the dinosaur-infested preserve, and Owen and Kayla make a perilous journey on foot, Ellie and Alan, guided by Ian and Ramsey, sneak into the Biosyn facility. There they encounter Maisie, who is beginning to understand the role her genetic uniqueness plays in both the company's agenda and the global crisis. Together, they retrieve a locust sample, but Dodgson, realizing he's been compromised, sets fire to the lab to destroy evidence. Some flaming locusts escape through the ventilation system, igniting a wildfire that threatens the entire valley. The characters all converge amid collapsing systems and encroaching flames. As Biosyn's infrastructure fails, Dodgson attempts to flee via the company's Hyperloop system, but becomes trapped and is killed by a pack of Dilophosaurus. A poetic end for the corrupt CEO who once stole embryos in Jurassic Park. In the climactic showdown, the group must navigate a chaotic dinosaur conflict. A massive Giganotosaurus, introduced as the apex predator, challenges both humans and dinosaurs alike. In a fierce battle, the original Tyrannosaurus rex, from Isla Nublar, teams up with a Therizinosaurus to take down the Giga, asserting the old guard's dominance. Before escaping via helicopter, Owen manages to recapture Beta with the help of Maisie and Alan, proving his enduring bond with raptors. In the aftermath, Dr. Henry Wu, Once the architect of dinosaur cloning and now remorseful, joins them. He uses the DNA of Maisie and Beta to engineer a pathogen that targets the locusts, saving the world's crops and redeeming his past sins. Claire, Owen, and Maisie return home, reuniting Beta with Blue, who disappears once more into the wilderness. Ellie and Alan rekindle their romance and testify before international tribunals. The UN declares Biosyn Valley a protected dinosaur sanctuary, and humans begin adjusting to a world shared with ancient beasts. The film closes with a montage of dinosaurs mingling with modern life, a powerful image of uneasy but evolving coexistence. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.